I'm so excited, man. I'm going to introduce this very, very charming lady. She's been here before, actually, but she's coming back. She's a singer. She's a television presenter. She's a producer. She's an actress. She's beautiful. Above all, man, many don't know this, but I'm sure many do know. She's a fitness guru. Woo. Now, she's going to come here and teach us stuff about ourselves and talk to us about our core. Put your hands together. Show some love for Gena West. There we go.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Yay. Shall I sit here?
Yeah, please sit down.
I love your energy. I love it.
You do? I borrowed some from you. Plenty from you. We're going to be talking about the core in a minute.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, the
core
is on. The core is on.
Yes.
Stick around, folks. What is the core? When we come back, you'll learn all about the core. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Oluman Buki will be right back.
The KSM Show.
We are back. We know you for so many things, you know. And I was amazed, though, the first time I saw you doing a fitness thing. I was like, I didn't know that about hair. I was like, really?
But you know, with my TV show, my talk show, do you notice that there's a segment called Love Yourself? And that's 8 minutes of dynamic core
That's
Pilates.
when I saw it.
And I wanted to sort of introduce it to people, sort of gently, and actually give this sort of subliminal message that it's loving yourself that makes you do that. Loving yourself is what keeps you healthy, is what makes you think about what you're putting into your body, about how you're moving your body, etc. Because a body that moves is a young body.
I love it. I love it.
I just made that up right now.
Wow. Now, I was reading something about you, and you were talking about the core.
Yes.
And you said everything is about the core.
Absolutely.
What is the core?
Okay, so the core, actually, the sort of typical core, at least in Pilates, is your abdominal muscles, your lower back, and your pelvis. And I call it your powerhouse. So it's this whole area here, and it's engaged whenever you do movement. Whenever you move, you should engage the core. So even if you're a sprinter, even if you're a tennis player, you'll see top athletes use the core. The core is your powerhouse, and if you use it for movement, you don't injure yourself. Yeah.
So how do you use your core for movement?
So
like
engaging your core is, imagine pulling your belly button towards your spine. Yeah? Pulling your belly button or zipping up as if you're trying to stop yourself from peeing.
Okay.
Okay. So zip up and pull back. That's your core. So that's constantly engaged. So it's not letting it hang out. It's pulling it in. And then as you keep practicing that, particularly when you're breathing, as you keep practicing that, it becomes part of you, and it never ever, you never get a distended stomach.
So you just keep holding it all the time?
Yes, but you don't, because it becomes a part of you.
Okay.
And you do it particularly when you're doing exercise, because then you're strengthening.
Yeah.
So it becomes those deep abdominal muscles, not the superficial ones, but the deep ones. And so you get that six-pack, which I have.
Which I've been starving for the last 15 years. I finally gave up.
But it is possible. Don't give up. It's possible.
Wow. So basically, as a fitness person, you're into the whole body thing, or your emphasis is just working on the core?
No, it's the whole body. So whatever you do, it stems from that. So your core is your powerhouse. So that's the central point. And that's where so if I'm lifting my leg up, and unfortunately I'm wearing a dress, so I can't do anything. But if I'm lifting my leg up, I am doing it from here, from that center, from that powerhouse. All movement stems from the core. You know what? You get people, even when they're young, not just people getting older, but people even when they're young getting back problems, getting, you know what, and I tell you something, if you strengthen that, your core, you don't get those problems.
And how long have you, because I think the remark I had one point that people were almost arguing, they say she has 3 kids.
I do.
You have 3 kids?
I do have 3 kids, and I started doing Pilates. Well, I became trained a Pilates practitioner, David Lloyd's in London, when Christopher, who's now almost 20, was a year old. And I realized that I couldn't quite get my body back. I couldn't quite get my body back. And so I started being trained. And it wasn't until I moved to Ghana sort of 6, 7 years ago that I started to practice and to teach others, because I just did it for myself prior to that. And then I started to teach others, and then I got fascinated by this idea of changing the mindsets on the continent towards exercise, just making it a bit more accessible. So people realize I'm just an ordinary person who has 3 children, like other women, who is, you know, I'm not a fitness person, I'm just a normal person.
What are the ages?
So Christopher is 19, he's going to be 20 soon. Benji is 17, and Gabriele, who's here, is 5.
Because so seeing you have a 19.
Yeah, I know, right? But then for me, the thing is to start young. It makes a difference. Because then you can hang out with your boy, you look cool. He's like, damn, I like my mom. She's so young and cool.
Wow. People are now beginning to pay attention to...
which is wonderful, I think.
Not to carry too much weight. And
well, yes, and do you know what, KSM, it's not about being skinny. I'm not skinny, and I don't have a desire to be skinny. It's about being fit and healthy and strong. And I am strong. And that, I think, and flexible. And I think that's the key, because then you just don't have ailments and the aches and pains that can be part of just being human, you know, and for me that is the key. It's just being healthy, So you know, so yes, people are conscious about weight gain, etc. And I would say try to be careful about carrying too much weight around the middle area, because that is often symptomatic of something else, of some other medical issue. So you know, so that's why I mean I think that, you know, you are what you eat after all. Huh? You are what you eat. So it's also to do with food and diet. I eat everything. I don't diet. But I do everything in moderation.
Wow. You eat everything?
Everything. But I don't deprive myself, because I think when you deprive yourself, you're giving yourself a message and the body begins to store fat. But if you eat but just everything in moderation. And also it's the timing of when you eat. It's the timings. And then you kickstart your metabolism and you keep it there. Metabolism is key, huh? Metabolism is key.
How do you kickstart your metabolism?
Well, by eating the right foods. So there are certain metabolism boosting foods. In fact, I have them listed in my DVD.
We'll be talking about
that in a minute. But I give that bonus list of metabolism boosting foods, because I think that once you educate yourself about what you should be eating and when, it makes all the difference, because then and then exercise, of course, also boosts your metabolism.
So what and when? There are certain times you shouldn't be eating certain things which are the normal would be good for you?
Well, yes. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with carbohydrates. You hear people saying, oh, no, low carbs and no carbs and all this. And hello, your body needs carbohydrates. But it's just in moderation. And definitely not late at night when you're going to go and be sedentary, lie down, and it just goes whoop, whoop, whoop. Because that's exactly what it's going to do. The body is very efficient. The body is very efficient. So if you understand how the body works, then you don't ever have to diet. You just know how it works.
Wow. I like that. If you understand how the body works, you don't have to diet.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How does one understand how the body works?
Every body is different. So what might make me bloated and make me feel a little gassy might not make you bloated. Right? So you know. Because you know when you've eaten something that gives you energy. You feel it. You've just got to be a little bit more in tune and say, okay, that was good for me. I felt really, woo. I wasn't being forgetful. I wasn't all over the place. Because sometimes when you eat certain foods, do you notice that you're like, you can't remember certain things? You're kind of not focused. And it's food, huh? It's food. It's very powerful. And it's just understanding that and being in tune with your body and saying, you know what, I ate that and I didn't feel so good. And you might like it, taste-wise. You might like, hey, I want some banku and I want some... But every time you eat it, you feel rotten. Every body is different. So know your body.
Understand your body.
Understand it.
Show some love, man. Show some love, man.
You're bringing out the best in you.
So, this whole thing about carbs late at night, that's a no-no, right? For anybody?
Well, I mean, I would say, look, let me tell you what the big no-no is. Sugar. Sugar is your enemy. It's a toxin, and it is almost the root cause of everything. Sugar. So yes, so I would say limit your sugar intake. Really, sugar. It's not fat. It's not carbs really. It's not what, because there's some carbs that are good for you, and that you can eat it at the right times, and it's all good for you. But sugar,
Really?
yeah, sugar is a problem.
The thing about white sugar and brown sugar, I think.
Yes, I mean brown sugar is supposed to be better than white sugar, but sugar is sugar. And by the way, sugar is soft drinks, it's fructose. So if you eat fruit and you eat too much of it, because there's this lady I know, she's really huge, and she's lost some weight, but the way she got fat, ironically, is because she used to squeeze oranges. But I mean, but she wouldn't have 2. She would have 10
Plenty.
oranges. Yes.
Try to be natural.
Yes, trying to be
All
natural,
natural.
and healthy. Orange juice? Because usually in a glass of orange juice, how many oranges have they squeezed to give you that glass?
Yeah.
It's just sugar.
Wow. Oh, man. Now, let's talk about you have some videotapes.
So basically, I used to live here, and now I'm in New York. I'm based in New York, and I sort of come and go. And so it's only when I'm here that people can physically work out with me, unless you sort of work out with me on the TV show. But what I decided to do was make available, I had these printed in the US.
DVDs. Yeah.
Yes. And so it's a triple, it's a 3 DVD workout in here. It's a triple DVD set, and it's got 3 DVDs. I also give you a list of sort of tips on how to get the best out of the workout. The first DVD is only 48 minutes long, so it's under an hour. The second one is about an hour long, and the third one is an hour and 15 minutes. So there's something for everybody. And the wonderful thing about Pilates is that really you can be 70 years old and you can do it. I've got people in the States who are 84. I've got a lady who's 84, yes. So, but you always go at your own pace. And you do it. And by the way, if you do this, you see phenomenal results. It's just, you do. You do. And so I've called it Strengthen Your Core with Gena West, because that's it. It's all about the core with me. And I have these printed as well. These are USB flash drives, because some people say, and it's 16 gigabytes. So this is 3 hours of workouts. This is 5 hours of workouts.
Wow.
Now, but it's broken up into 15-minute segments. And so literally, you can pick and choose. You can say, I'm going to put these 2 together, those 3 together, or today I don't have time, I'm just going to do that 15 minutes, or whatever. Because once you've done it once through, there's 20 of them, you can pick and choose, right? And it's a USB flash drive. So you just put it in your computer, Bob's your uncle. Right?
Give it up, man. Give it up. Give it up.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of those excuses. People always make up excuses for not being able to exercise. Some people feel self-conscious, so they'd rather do it in their own home. Well, this gives you the opportunity to do that. Yeah. I mean, I'm selling them for 300 Ghana cedis. They're at Niobe Spa, East Legon, which is not so far from you. East Legon and African region. Lizzie Complex. And because, they're all about how looking after yourself as well. They do it in a different way, and this is about looking after yourself physically, and through the core.
Their number they can call in case
they can send an email to info at strengthenyourcore.com.
Okay.
Info.
And it's on your screen right now. Info at strengthenyourcore.com. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so I'll get that message, and we'll make sure they get a DVD if they want it,
okay.
or if they can ask any questions that they have. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Wow.
I'm just wondering whether I should give the other one, Strengthen Your Core at yahoo.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strengthen Your Core
at yahoo.com as well.
As well. Yeah.
What's the general advice you want to give? I mean, everything you've given is advice anyway, I
would say it's better to do a little and often rather than a huge burst and then nothing at all. Yeah? Just, you need to be consistent, because the body, you're building muscle memory. And what happens is that your body then begins to react, and you see after 3 days, you see a difference after 2 weeks, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And with this, for example, you will see guaranteed visible results in 2 weeks. Guaranteed. If you do it every day. And you can do a little or you can do a lot. Depends on you. And I would always say, go at your own pace. Don't push yourself just because the person next door is putting, no. Particularly with stretching and stuff, let your body stretch when it's ready. Treat your body with respect, and your body will work for you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Treat your body with respect.
Yes.
Body no. No, body no. Well, Gena, thank you so much. I just wanted to talk fitness, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, because I think this very funny thing happened the other day. I was going for a walk, but it was kind of late, you know. So this guy driving by me, he said in Chi, I will translate it, he says, hey, KSM, you know, like, so it's just because you don't want to die, you have to walk, you know. And just to get people to tell people to understand that it's not about not dying, but about staying fit and enjoying your quality of life.
Absolutely.
Can you add to that? And
do you want to have aches and pains? Because that guaranteed they will come. Because you're a human body, you're a human being. So it happens unless you work out, you stretch, you move. Movement is key. A body that moves is a young body. There's no question about it. It's a healthy body.
It's a healthy body.
You know, because imagine muscle atrophy is when you can't actually move any longer. And it's usually what they say is move it. Move it. That's why we have physiotherapy. And because it's about regaining the strength by movement, through movement.
Yeah.
You know, but do you exercise, KSM?
Yeah, I do.
You do? What do you do? I hear somebody's laughing.
Why are you laughing? You know why he's laughing?
Why is he laughing?
I have this exercise thing called Agbe Musuen, which means we are killing the stomach.
Okay.
Yeah, we pretty much killed it, you know. It used to be, you know.
Okay.
Tell
me what have you done to kill the stomach?
Lots of walks.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I will walk from home to the gym, get to the gym and then do treadmill. You know, and then after the treadmill, I try and exercise my feet. I don't know what they call it, but you put your knees and push, you know, and then a little bit of
on the machines.
on the machine, you know. Basically, that's, and I walk back home. Occasionally, do the stomach, you know. That's the core. Yeah.
No, but probably when you're walking, you're probably using your core.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you're probably using your core. Because if you're letting it all hang out, you wouldn't see a result in your stomach. You know, so that's a key as well. Just pull it in. When you're doing anything, any exercise, just pull it in. Because the muscles have memory.
Did you hear that? Well, so thank you so much, Gena, and
thank you.
Giving us this good lessons about keeping fit, you know. And then copies of the videos.
Yes, of the
are
DVDs.
available.
Yeah.
DVDs, sorry, DVDs. And available.
Triple set.
This is a triple set. And
this is a triple set with a bonus list of 10 metabolism boosting foods.
Okay.
I have a bonus list on there, just a little something just to educate, to begin the education about how to keep your metabolism high.
High. Okay.
Yeah. So you never put on weight. That's really what it is.
Great.
Yeah.
And you can get them at Nairobi.
You can get them at Nairobi Spa. At all the Nairobis.
Okay.
So the two that are in Accra.
Okay.
So East Legon, Lizzie Sports Complex, and the African Regent Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gena. I appreciate the energy you have. That's where you get your energy from, huh? Yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The more you exercise, the more energy you have, actually.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yes.
Stick around, folks. I'm going jogging and I'll be right back.
Don't move, don't blink, don't breathe. The KSM Show will be right back.